Do you wish you could get a bird's eye view explanation of the Lakewood neighborhood in Dallas, Texas? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you around Lakewood on the map. That way, it can provide a little bit of perspective on where you are in relationship to Dallas and everything else around you. And if you watch the vlog tour that we did through Lakewood, it'll provide some additional perspective on that video as well. And we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So I invite you to subscribe down below. Make sure you tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas, Texas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make that move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in the Dallas area, then you got to reach out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Hey, that is our favorite, but whatever is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a smooth move here in Dallas, Texas, or in Lakewood like we're talking about today. So without further ado, let's jump into my computer and I'll take you on a full map tour of Lakewood, Texas. All right, welcome to the Lakewood neighborhood in Dallas, Texas, this highlighted area right here. But as always, let's zoom out, kind of show you where you are in relationship to everything here. So let me bust out the pen right here. So this street right here is called Gaston Avenue, and that'll take you right into downtown Dallas. 15-minute drive right there. And then or if you're on the northern side of Lakewood, you could take Mockingbird over to 75, which would take you straight in there as well. 15-minute drive, right, to get into downtown Dallas. So you're super close to downtown right there. Now, if you wanted to get over to the airport over here, then you would go through downtown Dallas, take I-35 over to 114, and then that would be your best route to get over there. That's going to be about a 30-minute drive over there. So not too bad, right? But obviously going to be super close to downtown, right? And obviously very blessed to have such a major airport hub in our backyard. That's going to translate into a lot of non-stop flights and some cheaper flights, right? I mean, we're right here in the middle of the country, so you're not having to go cross country and pay for the extra whatever it is for to go cross country, right? So you're going to have some affordable flights and a lot of non-stop flights. Like I know a lot of people are looking at moving to Austin, but listen, if you travel at all, a lot of Austin flights come through DFW or they go through Houston before they go to their final destination, right? So here in Dallas, we don't have to worry about any of that, okay? So nice perk having that right here. You also have Love Field over here as well. So if you fly Southwest, this is where Southwest, where that main airport is right there, kind of that secondary airport in Dallas, okay? So yeah, I mean, that's where those things are. Now, I always like to cover where, the Cowboys are, right? So the Cowboys are over here at AT&T Stadium. Listen, if you haven't been to a game yet, you got to go, okay? This is Jerry World right here. And so, our team is playing well right now. So it's definitely a fun time to get into that stadium. You've also got the new Globe Life Field, which is where the Rangers play. Listen, we're pumped about this retractable roof right here because if I show you, so they just renamed this to Choctaw Stadium. This was the old ballpark, okay? Mind you, Texas, in the middle of the summer when baseball season is, right? We're out here just frying like lobsters out here in the Texas sun, right? And so it wasn't that much fun. And so, yeah, we lost a lot of players because they didn't want to come, play in the Texas heat all summer long, right? So we finally got the retractable roof. I got to go to opening day. It is absolutely beautiful on the inside. Okay, so if you ever get a chance to go, I mean, you got to go to one of these games. Okay, now if you want to be around the atmosphere but not necessarily inside the stadium, you can come hang out at Texas Live. So Texas Live, they're always switching up the pictures, but I mean, you've got this massive room right here. So here on the left side, or where the main TV is, you've got a bar underneath that. If the picture, expanded it a little bit, but basically Texas Live is a bunch of bars and just hangout spots where everybody in the middle of these 3 stadiums. So it's always a good time hanging out in there. Okay, so and then of course you've always got Six Flags over Texas. So if you like your roller coasters, then of course you can get over there as well. Okay, but yeah, I mean, if you're in Lakewood, I mean, that would be about 30 minutes away to get over to a Cowboy game, right? But you got the Mavs and the Stars playing right here at let's see where it would be. Yeah, here it is, American Airlines Center, right there in Victory Park. So I'll tell you this, Dallas Stars games, I think, are the best games as far as atmosphere goes in all of Dallas. Okay, so take that for what it's worth right there. Okay, but let's go through some of the numbers here. So let me get the pen tool out one more time. So population, so Lakewood's pretty small. You've only got 18,000 people here in Lakewood. Median home value is $608,000 though. Okay, so you got to bring your pocketbook if you're thinking about Lakewood. Okay, you got some really nice homes in here. In fact, if you watch the vlog tour, by the way, I even show you the top listing. It's a very historical home, so you might want to check that one out after this. Okay, 59% of this 18,000 population owns their home here in Lakewood. So Lakewood is Lakewood is a place where you really come to either set down some roots for the long term, or at the very least for your kids to go through the elementary school, which I'll get into here in a little bit. But that's kind of the vibe in Lakewood, is kind of young families, but there are some older folks in there too, right? So you've got a little bit of everything in there. Okay, median income is $133,000. So yeah, people are doing fairly well for themselves here in Lakewood. You've got a lot of job opportunities, obviously, in Dallas, and you can get up to Plano pretty easily as well, right? Let me show you that. So I mean, Plano's just right here. Richardson, there's some big headquarters right here at George Bush in 75. I mean, obviously downtown is probably going to be the most popular right there. You got Highland Park, Park Cities, University Park, Preston Hollow, all up in here as well. So you really got access to a ton of opportunity right here. Now, Lakewood is also a place, I mean, listen, you're right on top of White Rock Lake, right? I mean, you've even got some homes that are literally right off of Lothar Drive right here that are looking out onto the lake. I mean, it's really a really cool setting. You'll have to, if you haven't watched the vlog yet, you've got to watch the vlog. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you've got the white. So Lakewood is a very active place as well. So if you're in Lakewood, odds are you're running multiple times a week, maybe getting out on the bike on White Rock Lake, maybe some rollerblading, something like that. Whatever it is, you're gonna be pretty active out here. Okay, there are no motorized boats on White Rock Lake, but it is a massive track, or it's 9.1 miles all the way around. There's a whole paved is the word I was looking for, a paved path all the way around, 9.1 miles. The reason that I know that is because so I had never run the full lap around White Rock before so I used to be in video. I had a client I was working with, and they were running this ultra marathon down in Bandera, Texas, which is down by San Antonio, like out in the rocks, the hill country, the dirt, all that sort of thing out there. And I was like, well, if they ask me to go the distance, I gotta be prepared. You know, I'm pretty athletic, but I've never run, you know, 60 miles or whatever. It was actually 2 laps of 32 miles. So anyway, I went out here on a Wednesday before the Saturday that we went out there to run it, and oh my goodness, by all I remember is the last 2 miles, my feet felt like they were bricks. I mean, it was like, it was crazy. But so I don't know. I'm a soccer guy. I'm a tennis guy. I'm more of like that quick, you know, quick fitness with some breaks in between. None of that long stuff for me. But I actually did end up finishing 1 lap of that 32 miles that next Saturday. But anyway, that's a story, just a quick story for you about me and White Rock Lake. I actually used to do a ton of biking around here. So I went to SMU over here, and we had a condo over here right by Glencoe Park and the M Streets over here. And I used to go exploring on my bike that actually got stolen. I'm kind of mad about it. It was actually my father's old triathlon bike that he gave to me, and it got stolen at SMU one day. Kind of sad about that. But yeah, I used to come bike into Dallas and just explore and go over to White Rock and just run around. Anyway, but that's kind of what Lakewood is, right? Is, you know, very, very active. That's kind of the vibe of Lakewood. That's what I'm trying to get across. Okay, so now let's talk about the school. So you're gonna have Lakewood Elementary School right smack dab in the middle of everything right here. One of the best, if not the best, elementary school in the state of Texas, really right there. And then you've got Lake Hill Prep, which is a private school that will basically serve everything beyond Lakewood Elementary. So 5th grade and up. That's kind of the idea there is, you know, you have your kid go to elementary school here, and then after that you kind of go to Lake Hill, or you know, you might look at going to, you know, a St. Mark's or a Green Hill or a Hockaday if you're if you've got a girl, right? You know, different things like that, right? So if you haven't watched the best private schools in Dallas video that we did, you'll definitely have to check that out. We'll link to that in the description down below. By the way, there's some links down there that you might want to check out. So definitely check out the description down there. And hey, real quick, if you found any value from this so far, please tap that thumbs up button down below. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And make sure you're subscribed as well. Listen, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the next video that we drop, okay? So make sure you are subscribed and tap that bell for notifications right there, okay? So now let's talk about kind of the best, well, we always like to bring up the map, right? The crime map, okay? The purple map, okay? So this is all of Dallas that we're looking at, but if you look at this one, and this one right here, these 3 make up Lakewood right here. Okay, so you're pretty light purple. I mean, you're almost gray, right? So this is the bulk of it right here, and that's the most see-through of it. So Lakewood is pretty safe, right? I mean, all the numbers are well below the national averages and things like that, right? So, and as you can tell, I mean, the map is, you know, the map doesn't lie. So, you know, you're gonna be in a pretty safe neighborhood there in Lakewood. Right, no shenanigans really happening out there. Okay, so they do a pretty good job of keeping all that stuff out, right? Now, as far as, you know, major intersections and everything, like we always like to do, so basically Lakewood is pretty simple, right? So you've got Mockingbird on the north side, you got the lake on the east side, you got Gaston Avenue on the south side, and Abrams is your border to the west, right? And so, I mean, it's all, these are all homes in here, right? I mean, you have the park, and then, I mean, you have the lake, right? And that's kind of it, right? And so, outside of that, this is where all that shopping center that I showed you in the vlog, this is where all that stuff is, right? So, this is where the Lakewood, that Lakewood sign, that vertical sign that lights up at night. It looks amazing at night. That's where that is. It's actually a bowling alley these days. Used to be the old Lakewood Theater out there. But yeah, I mean, you've got a ton of stuff in here. You got your Liberty Burger, Sasa Sushi. Of course, you got your Starbucks and you know, your bank and everything like that. You've got Lakewood Country Club on this side. You know, all of this is going to be the golf course right here, and even through some of this as well, right? So, oh yeah, there's the Santa Fe Trail. So the Santa Fe Trail will lead you down here and then up into White Rock Lake right there. So yeah, you've got a ton of trails through here. I mean, you've really got a lot going on right there. And then on this side, you've got your TCBY. So full disclosure, I dated a girl who used to live in Lakewood when she was little and things like that. And you know, we always went to TCBY. It was like a date thing, but. Anyway, so then you have this is a not Jack in the Box, Tom Thumb right here, and yeah, so you got your grocery store. You've got oh well, there's the Jack in the Box right there. Yeah, so this is a whole little shopping center, of course, with the grocery store right there. You've got yeah, your White Rock Coffee. Manny's is really good Tex-Mex right there. You've got a whole shopping center in here. You can get some good eats at the Chop Shop right there. That's for sure. Yeah, Hudson House they've got one of the best happy hours in the game right there, Hudson House, by the way. And yeah, I mean, so you got a ton of options right here as well. And then of course you got easy access over here to, you know, by the university. And then if you just go up here to Northwest Highway, this is where North Park is, which is where the best mall in Dallas is right there. So you got that right there. Oh, I didn't mention the Whole Foods. Did it come up? Yeah, here it is. Oh, maybe it was blocked by this Lakewood on tap. Well, I know it popped up for a second. I know I saw it. Okay, let's go all the way out and all the way in. Okay, anyway, where this Lakewood on tap, this is where the Whole Foods is. I don't know why it says Lakewood on tap. It's just not gonna give it to me today. Okay, cool. And then you got your Chipotle, very, very important, right? So anyway, yeah, I mean, so that's pretty much Lakewood. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's very, very residential. And then, you know, on these outskirts right here, you got your shopping, right? And then you're really close to obviously downtown, and then to North Park over here if you need to do some real shopping over there. Okay, so yeah, now bordering you here, let's talk about some of these neighborhoods here. So you've got so the Lower Greenville area, M Streets that I mentioned. I'm not sure why it's saying Greenland Hills. I don't think I've ever called it Greenland Hills. It's all the M Streets is what I call it, and what everybody in Dallas calls it. This whole area right here. And then you've got Lower Greenville. Yeah, Swiss Avenue is another. So that's one of the nicest streets in Dallas. It's a long boulevard with beautiful houses on both sides. So that's where Swiss Avenue is. You've got Old East Dallas, which has a lot of old historic homes, some craftsman homes, some things like that over there. Yeah, Samuel Grand. I used to play a lot of tennis tournaments there when I was little. Over there, Forest Hills is a cool area, and then Little Forest Hills actually has some funky houses in there. Little Forest Hills right there, so you got that right there. Yeah, White Rock. Yeah, I mean, and then now you're getting into Lake Highlands over here. Yeah, so yeah, and then Moss Park over here, Royal Oaks. I played there a bunch of times. Had many a soccer game at Moss Park. Flagpole Hill. If I could speak today, that'd be awesome. So this is a massive hill right here so I've done some workouts here, and you know, you've got this flagpole at the top that you can see so if you take Buckner up to Northwest Highway right here. So if you want to channel your inner, you know, Walter Payton and hit the hill, you know, this is a pretty good one right here. So there are actually some better ones. So if you really want a good hill, then you'll have to message me privately, and I'll hook you up with that with that info there. Okay, but yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna be pretty close. Listen, if you're looking in Lakewood, you're probably going to be looking in Highland Park as well, University Park up here as well, maybe some Preston Hollow up here as well. That's where you'll really be looking. Yeah, Lakewood is homes, right? When you get into like the Uptown area, Oak Lawn area, there are some homes there, but it's mainly apartments in those areas right there. And so, yeah, I mean, we'll have videos on all of these areas, so definitely make sure you check those out. But yeah, listen, if Lakewood is where you want to be, or if you're considering it, then you got to reach out. You know, give me a call, shoot me a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight to a Zoom call with us. Of course, that is our favorite, but listen, whatever is easiest for you, you know, we've got your back when making a smooth move out here to Dallas. Hey, again, if you found value from this, tap that like button down below. It means the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. Again, make sure you're subscribed as well. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the next video that we drop, so make sure you tap that bell for notifications. And if you are continuing your research here, I want to invite you, tap that Dallas, Texas living name down below, and that'll take you to our main channel page where you can use the search bar on there to look up whatever it is that you're looking for. Maybe it's a specific topic that we cover, maybe a specific area that you're interested in. Whatever it is, you know, make sure you go in there and have a look at what we've covered. If I haven't covered it yet, then odds are I want to, and you know, maybe it just hasn't been bumped up the priority list. So whatever the demand is from you guys, I'm happy to bump it up. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what's on your mind, and if you've been in Lakewood, or you know, live there, or you live there now, maybe you're just watching this for fun, hey, feel free to jump in the comments down below. I answer everybody, so let's get that conversation rolling down there. But if you don't know where to go from here, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can definitely point you in the right direction. Of course, we do a ton of different styles of videos on this channel, so hey, whichever one is popping out to you, make sure you click on that right now. And hey, until the next video, I'll see you around town.